Allen Eagles baseball is on the air. Good evening, everybody. I'm Mike Ogulnik, and I am joined today by a class, but it's not the usual one. It's not Ed, it's his son, Sean, making his broadcast debut. And Sean, I cannot tell you how happy I am to have you here instead of your dad. It is just like a breath of fresh air.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to this. It's honestly been on my mind all day. And, I had breakfast this morning and woke up, and I'm going to be on air. It's an experience. Absolutely.
And I'm sure your dad is watching. And he is in my hometown of Chicago, enjoying the storms that rolled through there. Same system that got us last night. It was a huge system. But anyway, we've got what I think is going to be a pretty good game. You're very lucky because had you been at the last game... Oh my goodness, 14 innings. It was an eternity, and it was a game, obviously, that Allen ended up winning, which is big. It'll be interesting to see what happens tonight, Sean, because not only are we at Rock Hills Place, obviously, but the wind is going to be a factor.
Absolutely. It's almost the opposite of how it is at Allen. The Allen huge field, they call it the graveyard for a reason. Nothing's getting out of that ballpark. Today, this is a ballpark where balls fly out usually, but I don't know if that's going to happen with the wind today.
It is a crosswind. It's coming from left to right. Anything hit to left is going to die. There's no question about it. But if you really get into one and hit it toward right field, maybe starting out toward the gap, there's a chance that the wind is going to blow it out over the right field wall. And it's only 300 down the line. So, left-handed hitters certainly might try to get a little pull happy.
Absolutely.
But what I'm going to be very curious about is you can hear the wind, and we can feel it, trust me. I'm going to be very interested to see what happens on pop-ups and fly balls, because those are going to be adventures.
Yes. And Allen, always known for their defensive teams. I can't imagine that's changed as of recently. So we'll fully see that defensive prowess, hopefully on display today from Allen.
Well, I bet folks that are watching, and we appreciate you watching on YouTube, are wondering about the starting lineups. I can't guarantee that these lineups are going to be in my hands all night long. Somehow I doubt it. But we will get to those lineups in a moment. But before we do, very emotional reunion for you because it's spring break for a number of schools, yourself, Texas A&M. And talk a little bit about the reunions that have been going on with your ex-teammates.
Right. It's just been so awesome to see. And when people talk about how can you not be romantic about baseball, this is exactly what they're talking about. It's the type of friendships that I've made throughout all my years playing in this program. It's the people that I would have never met having not been in this program. And that's something that you cannot describe. That's something that's unmatched. Especially George, who's been here, Zach Mason. These are guys that it felt like I've grown up with now.
Yeah.
Just growing in baseball, getting better with them in the weight room. These are things that are just so important to us growing, and I can't wait to see the guys that I played with on the field. Kyle, Chandler, Caden Muscat, Jaden. This is going to be just such a fun experience.
Yeah, because even though you were a couple of years in front of these guys, you got to know them on the field and as teammates, and those are relationships too, despite the 2-year age difference, that stay with you.
Yes, absolutely. The most touching moment is last year, George reached out to me. I was like, hey, I'm going to mention you in the captain's speech just as a role model, just for someone who works hard, someone who just really loves the game of baseball. And that's what I strive to be, just someone who can love baseball and be infectious when I'm talking to these guys.
No, that's absolutely wonderful. And I will say this, and I almost hate to say this because it's something nice about your dad, but your parents instilled some good things in you, and They should be very proud as we get ready for our national anthem. Quick update for those who might be interested. Mexico trailing Italy 5-0. And if that holds up, the U.S. will squeak through to the next round. All right, so here are your lineups for your Allen Eagles. Kyle Tanksley leading off and playing short. Jaden Wilson in center. Shea Young at third. He's batting third. Chandler Hart playing first base, and he's batting cleanup. Ryan Blessing is the DH tonight. Carson O'Neill batting sixth and playing right field. Caden Muscat is in left. Hayden Denny is batting eighth and playing second. Top of the second inning, Ryan Blessing, Carson O'Neill, and your buddy Caden Muscat coming up here.
I got the chance to go to lunch with him over my winter break, and it was just, it's awesome to talk to about. He's a great kid, great friend. We just love talking about life with him.
I bet you that, when it's just the two of you guys, whether it's Caden or other guys, you don't talk baseball probably as much as you just talk about life.
Right.
And that is tapped back to Carroll. He's got it. Underhand throw, one down.
And that's what's interesting. I always go home and my mom and dad are like, so what's he doing baseball-wise? How's the baseball team looking? Didn't talk to him about it. We just talked about other things. So it's awesome. The friendships that we've developed off of the baseball and just how we've developed into friends off the field as well.
Well, what I find interesting, and I think our viewers would find interesting, is the updates that you were giving me on some of the other guys that played alongside you a couple years ago and last year as well. Guys that we certainly got to know, like Brady Coe and Danny Cardona and some of the others, what they're doing these days, and we'll talk about that. 1 ball, 1 strike. I know Brady at Dallas Baptist, correct?
ACU.
I'm sorry, Abilene Christian.
Yes. He pitched at DBU. They played against DBU about 2 weeks ago.
There we go. 2 balls and a strike, and Brady struggles a little bit, a couple of his outings, but I think he'll get it together definitely. He's got the talent, we know that.
He's just got the dog in him. That's what we used to say. He's just, always has a killer mentality on the mound. That's why we loved him. If he was able to be in the game in that 7th inning, that's when he really shined. Just when the game was at its most heightened point, he was able to remain composed and just get it done.
O'Neill in the driver's seat, ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. As Carroll gets set, and the pitch. Misses outside, a walk. First walk of the game given up by either pitcher. And the second base runner of the game for Allen. Taking a look at some of the guys as they've gone on to the collegiate level, Preston Harrison has been putting up some tremendous numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Here is Caden Muscat. And the first pitch catches the outside corner. No balls and a strike.
Keep up with him from time to time. He was always fun. Just seeing at school, we would always smile. Like, he was having a nice dap up in the hallway. It was super fun seeing him just around. So glad he's doing well.
O'Neill takes the lead off of first, and the 0-1 on its way. Slap foul, no balls and 2 strikes with Hayden Denny on deck. We will be back with you on Friday. Well, I will. Sean is deciding to move on to other things, and Ed will be back as, again, another road game at Plano. Over to first, and O'Neill with the head first slide back.
Did they redraw the district last year and you guys were at Plano?
I think so.
Okay. Because that is a place that we've only played, or I only got to play scrimmages there, but it was always super fun.
And the pitch sails way outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think they should completely redraw the district and have Allen playing Flower Mound.
Wow, yeah. That would be electric.
Oh my
It would be
goodness.
electric.
I mean, I know it'd be a little bit of a ride, but still.
Yep.
And that's a line drive up the middle. That's a base hit. Solid single for Caden Muscat. Second hit of the game for Allen, and they've got runners at first and second with 1 out. Love that approach from Caden. Just
Absolutely.
not trying to do too much, just serving it right up the middle.
Great job. That was always my thought process when I was in the box, my freshman and JV years especially. It was hit up the middle or right over the second baseman's head. That is the goal as a hitter. Don't want to do too much with it. Just be simple, especially with 2 strikes.
And now it's up to Hayden Denny. First pitch is a fastball up high. Allen threatening in the top of the second inning. Runners at first and second with 1 out. And the 1-0 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. During the JV game, which Allen won, a couple of foul balls that I think are still out there. I don't think they were ever retrieved. One went into the field that's behind the ballpark here. I thought about going after him because I thought I could use the exercise, and then I decided not to.
Right. It would involve too much climbing of fences.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. O'Neill checked at second. See, that can happen to you even when you get to my age.
Yeah, I bet it'll happen to me a couple times tonight. So.
2 balls and a strike. The count to Denny. Carroll laboring a little bit here in the second. Facing the bottom of the Allen order. And the 2-1. Fouled back. He was right on it, and Denny a little bit upset with himself, as that was a pitch he probably thought he could handle. Two balls, 2 strikes. The count on Hayden Denny. Runners at first and second. O'Neill at second, Muscat at first. Still 1 down. Off speed misses. Outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Austin Mack on deck. And a big pitch coming up. And instead, Carroll steps off the rubber. Looked like they had the wheel play on, but decided against it. O'Neill not taking a terribly big lead. The 3-2 pitch is lifted toward right field, and it's going to be blown foul. And there, I think we saw our first real effect of the wind as that ball started out looking like a fairly routine, fairly well hit ball to right, and it just kept going.
Absolutely. That is not the first time it's going to happen. Like you said, it's going to happen all night long.
Which is why the center fielder, Roy, is practically playing right.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch. And again fouled off. Good battle. Hayden Denny not giving in.
This is great at bat. He's going to catch up to one of these, send it for a ride.
That's right.
I mean, look at how in the outfield's playing too. It's just like just one of those nights, right? Like I'm just going to comment on it so much. Yeah.
Another 3-2. Runners go, the pitch up high, ball 4.
Good.
What an at-bat for Hayden Denny. And now Austin Mack with a chance to do some damage. But before that, we're going to have a little conversation at the mound. So, as a pitcher, not that you got yourself into trouble very often.
Wish I could say that, but yeah.
You know, you're in a situation like this, bases loaded, and your control's a little bit off, 2 walks in the inning. What's the thought process?
Hitter still has to beat you. Keep attacking. Don't give up a free base. You cannot walk this guy here. Don't give up free runs. He's already given up 1 free base runner tonight. You cannot do that, especially with bases loaded. Make the hitter beat you. Make him have a good AB. Make him put a good hit on the ball. Just good chance he's going to ground out, turn 2, or just fly ball, especially on a windy night.
And that's not a great start for Carroll as the first pitch is well upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Now, the flip side. You're in Austin Mack's shoes. You got to make this guy find the strike zone, right?
Absolutely. You're tightening up a little bit, especially before you get strike 1.
And another one misses. 2 balls and no strikes.
Coach Coe was my coach at Allen my freshman year. He always said the most important pitch in baseball was strike 1. And we are seeing that on display in this at-bat.
No doubt.
Oh.
Didn't want to, but he did, and he fouls it off. That might have been ball 3. It was in on the hands. On a night like this, that might not feel great.
Absolutely not. Bees.
Yes. 2 balls and 1 strike with Tanksley on deck. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Carroll.
And we can see that momentum changing just with that accidental swing right there. I mean, it's an entirely new at-bat, just
Great point.
2 pitches later.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Austin Mack with the bases full of Eagles. And he fouls it off. Well, let's see if Austin can do what Denny did. Foul off some good pitches and then end up letting the bad ones sail by, or in this case, maybe get a hit, drive in a couple. Two misses high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, that is a good take from Austin. Yeah, it was high, but it wasn't high by much.
Nope.
Payoff pitch coming up.
Wow.
Ball 4, he walks him, and Allen takes the lead. So 3 walks in the inning given up by Carroll. An RBI for Mack. And here is Tanksley. And now if you're Allen, you're thinking about a very big inning.
Absolutely. Turned it over to the top of the lineup. Got Kyle up to bat. Perfect situation for Kyle.
38 pitches already. Wow. I almost lost the Rock Hill lineup, but I got it. I was very lucky there. Didn't expect that to happen. I thought it was gone forever, but it just kind of stayed there for me.
Yeah, the wind is picking up. It's getting cold out here.
Yeah, it is. It is. 1 ball, no strikes. And right now, Carroll can't find the plate.
Talk about this in football a lot, not so much baseball, but you're motivated as the defense to get off the field as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Gotta find the zone.
And that's slapped into left center field. That's a base hit. It's going to score 1 as Muscat crosses the plate. And they are definitely taking advantage of Carroll here in the top of the 2nd inning. It is 2-0, and we have had 6 guys come to the plate. 5 have reached.
Same spot his last hit was in. He has a great approach today.
2 for 2 with an RBI. And we're only in the second. Landon Wilson hits one to first. Backhanded there. They get the force at second, but that's all they're going to get. Denny scores, and it's 3-0. Fielder's choice if you're scoring at home, and as I've said to your dad, if you are scoring at home, I have to question some of your life choices.
Absolutely.
So there's 2 down, still runners at the corners, and it's 3-0 Allen, and here is Shea Young. And Young first pitch swinging, fair ball into right field. It's going to go all the way to the wall. 1 run is going to score as Wilson was held up at third. It's a double for Shea Young as he goes the opposite way. It's 4-0.
Looking like a dream inning here for the Eagles.
Oh my goodness. As Chandler Hart, the 9th man to hit in the inning. I asked Chandler before the game, I didn't ask him, I said, please, no extra innings tonight. And he guaranteed me there wouldn't be, and another hit here will go a long way toward making sure that doesn't happen. Hart flew out to left his first time up. Can't really see if there's anybody loosening for Rock Hill, as that fastball's in there for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes.
I would have to think it's coming soon in the pen.
Already 45 pitches thrown by Carroll. Breaking ball sails outside. What was your favorite pitch to throw?
I might have thrown it once in my career, but a good changeup really feels good. I'm not going to lie. I had a little drop on my pitch, was a little sidearm. It felt great.
Good block by Lockhart, especially with the runner at third, and it's 2-2. I'd say I enjoyed my changeup, but my fastball was my changeup.
Yeah. Oh, same. Don't worry. That was the same case for me.
Oh, down low, just missed. Carroll wanted it, but, you know, again, the problem is when you're having trouble finding the plate, you're not going to get a lot of those borderline calls.
Absolutely. And he got a call up in the zone earlier in the count. So I'm wondering if, you know, the Eagles are going to pick up on that and use that to their advantage on the defensive side.
As he spoils one that was a bit out of the zone, but still didn't want to take any chances. And the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ryan Blessing on deck. Four nothing. Allen putting up a crooked number here in the second inning, and the pitch is up high. Another walk. Wow. That is the 4th walk given up in the inning by Carroll to go along with a couple of hits. And here's a chance for Ryan Blessing to break this thing wide open.
This is a huge AB.
You really do have to wonder if Blessing reaches here and drives in a couple, if that's going to be it for Carroll. But first things first, and Carroll ahead in the count, no balls and a strike.
Definitely seeing movement now in the Rock Hill bullpen.
And that's fouled off. 0-2. Guessing by about the 5th or 6th inning, we're going to have trouble talking.
Oh, yeah.
It's already happening a little bit. Got the nose running. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, he gets him. So Carroll gets out of the inning, but not before Allen puts 4 on the board, thanks to some wildness and some key hitting. We go to the bottom of the second. Allen leading Rock Hill 4-0.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
It's been a long time since J.W. Powell had to throw a pitch, but he's back out there on the mound as Allen leads this one 4-0. Brady Slanina leads things off, followed by Carroll and Elian Guevara.
It definitely affects you as a pitcher in this temperature, sitting down for a while. I'm interested to see how he responds.
Steps off the rubber. We talked so often about the importance of the shutdown inning, and this would definitely be a shutdown inning for JW if he can mow through the lineup. And good start with a swing and a miss on a pitch that was up in the zone. Maybe out of the zone, I should say. Slanina, definitely one of their better hitters. And he is behind in the count 0-2, as that was just a dart that found the outside corner.
Painted that outside quarter.
So far, JW not looking affected by that long break. As the 0-2 pitch is coming. Took a little bit off, and he got him. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and that is the 3rd strikeout of the 4 guys that he's faced so far. And here is Cole Carroll.
Number 23, Cole Carroll.
And Powell's first pitch is laced foul. See, that's about where one of the foul balls in the JV game, and again, I was so tempted. I wanted to do my part, you know. They were running a little bit low on baseballs, and I thought, okay, I'll go out there and get it. But in the end, I didn't.
It does help out as a player a lot when someone else just like, oh, here you go.
Well, you're making me feel worse now because I could have been a hero.
I did it too on my way in. Walked right past the foul ball.
Another great fastball from JW on the outside corner. And that time a little bit too far off the plate, but it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Control-wise, he just looks completely locked in.
Absolutely. Even that pitch looks like it could have been a setup for what's coming next.
And what was coming next was a breaking ball that was spoiled, but that too was a nasty pitch. One ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch call.
And time called. Glad there's no pitch clock.
Yeah,
Well, I will tell you, your dad is very glad because, he's a traditionalist.
absolutely.
He
Very.
hates any changes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. When we go to even replay, oh, man. I can't wait to watch games with him this year with the automatic balls and strikes.
Yep.
He's going to lose his mind.
1 ball, 2 strikes, fouled off again. It stays 1-2. Pitch number 20 from JW.
I would say I'm close to that. Although I am okay with the replay. The pitch clock has made games so much more fun to watch.
See, I really do agree. And I don't mind replay as it's fouled off again. Good battle here between Carroll and Powell. I kind of agree with your dad on a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I don't mind the changes. I think that most baseball fans who even border on being traditionalists aren't nuts about extra innings, having a runner starting at second.
Right.
Don't like that. I don't think it's going anywhere, so, it's something you got to accept. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Got him. Strikeout number 4 for JW.
Batting next for your Rock.
5 up, 5 down, and here is Guevara.
Elijah Guevara.
2 down, bottom of the 2nd inning. And right now, JW making it look easy. And he gets the outside corner again. He is just painting it.
We're definitely seeing the difference. If you start with strike one, you're going to get more calls throughout the course of the inning. It happens all too often.
And just misses there up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's got to be such a great feeling when you're throwing the ball that well. You could place it wherever you want. Fouled into the Allen dugout. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He is ahead of every hitter.
Yep.
Four nothing. Allen with the lead. We are in the bottom of the 2nd. And the pitch. Fouled off. Were you a fan of the chanting that would come from the dugouts? Did you did you engage in that?
Of course. You have to engage with it. It's part of, it's one thing you lose when you get to the professional level, but
Yep.
it's part of the joy of high school and college baseball.
He went around, and the throw down to first. Another strikeout. He strikes out the side. 5 strikeouts, 6 hitters. Not bad from J.W. Powell. We head to the top of the 3rd. 4-0 Allen.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
Heading into the top of the third inning with Carson O'Neill leading off, followed by Caden Muscat and Hayden Denny. O'Neill drew a walk back in the 4-run second inning. Came around, obviously, and scored. In fact, his walk got things started in the second. And that is hit well but foul. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It is crazy watching all these guys' swings develop after 2 years of not watching too much, just really seeing it in person again. I mean, just that swing there, I've seen how much Carson has grown as a hitter. That it told me all I needed to know.
You know, I didn't even think about that. It's got to be almost like a big brother type of feeling when you come back and you see these guys that you knew as freshmen and just getting started, and I'm sure some of them struggling, and then to see how they've developed. Fouled straight back to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I also think it's safe to say that it is getting colder with every inning.
Oh, yeah. It does not feel like 57.
No, it doesn't.
What I have right now on the temperature.
3-2. Already knocking on the door of 60 pitches for Carroll. 3-2 is lifted into center field. Roy is there and makes the catch. 1 down.
Excellently handled the win there.
Yeah, he really did.
Batting 7th for Allen, the left fielder Caden Muscat.
And that ball really didn't move that much.
Nope.
Not nearly as much as I would have anticipated. And here is Caden Muscat, who had a solid single up the middle his first time up. Shows bunt and fouls it at the plate, and that one might have gotten a piece of the catcher Lockhart. And on a night like this, it is about 5 times worse.
Yes.
He might just now be getting the feeling back in those fingers of his, still shaking them.
It's great. You get the feeling back, and then you instantly get hit with this cold wind. It's just like, oh, doesn't feel much better.
Yeah, just mean. So I never wanted to be a catcher.
Right.
Well, it really didn't matter because my baseball career ended in Little League. No balls and a strike. The pitch outside.
That is one thing that's different about Texas baseball is Little League is not as big for us because just our competitive scene is so big. We're just...
That's a good point. Oh, and that one got a piece of him, I believe. If it didn't, I don't know how he... Oh, man, how did he miss getting hit by that pitch?
A little Matrix action there. That was
Seriously.
insane.
2 balls and 1 strike. And Muscat laces one to right. Coming on to make the catch is Singleton, but another good swing by Caden Muscat.
Batting next for Allen, number 17, Hayden Denny.
And here's Hayden Denny, who I think had one of the most impressive at-bats back in that second inning when he drew the walk.
Really set the tone for what came next.
That's right. And you really love to see these guys that, you know, were JV last year and come up to the big time and look like they belong, and he does. Grounded to second. Over to make the play is Gonzalez, and it is a 1-2-3 inning for Allen. We head to the bottom of the third, 4-0 Eagles.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
Bottom of the order due up here for Rock Hill, Julian Lockhart, Morgan Singleton, and Lucas Bell against a guy that is looking razor sharp in J.W. Powell. All he's done is strike out 5 of the first 6 hitters he's faced. Has not allowed a ball to leave the infield, as the only non-strikeout was a ground out to short.
He's looking super comfortable today. Just sometimes you just feel the mound and you're able to really just plant your feet well. And that's sometimes all you need, just from a mechanics perspective, and you just leave the rest up to your coach and pitch calling.
That was a large sustained wind gust.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hear me silent for a little while, it's just because it's really hard to talk when the wind is blowing right in your face like that. And the first pitch to Lockhart is in there for a strike, and you wonder how that hand of his is feeling, because he's the one that took that bunt foul ball off the hand a little while ago. Misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I will say, you were talking about dugout chants earlier. We never did anything as coordinated as that. We usually just spew nonsense, and whatever comes out just, happens to come out.
Yeah, they definitely are working at it as they appeal down to first, and the field umpire says no swing, 2 balls and a strike. I give them credit, they're down 4-0, but they still seem to be doing a pretty good job with the chance. Ground ball to second, charging is Denny, the throw in time. Hayden Denny lost his cap, but he made the play, and that's far more important.
Next for your Rock Hill Blue Hawks.
Show off the flow a little bit.
Yep. Here is Morgan Singleton, the right fielder. Singleton, a left-handed hitter in the box against JW, who has retired the first 7 men that he's faced. And the first pitch in there for a strike. Shea Young on the grass, thinking maybe Singleton's going to lay one down. And he does bunt, and in comes Young, and the throw not in time. It gets away. Singleton does not advance, but he would have beaten it anyway. He had it beaten even if the throw had been right on target. And it just goes to show a good bunt, even when you have it defensed well, a good bunt can beat good defense. First hit of the game for Rock Hill. And I know as a pitcher, it's got to kind of tick you off when the first hit is a bunt.
Yep. You almost ignore it and just be like, it was an error, and just kind of move on.
Well, let's see if Singleton is on the move with Lucas Ball at the plate. Four nothing, Allen with the lead. There goes the runner. Throw down to second, head first slide. He's in there safely. Good throw, but really with that pitch, no chance to get Singleton. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. First time Rock Hill has had somebody in scoring position. And the 1-1 swing and a foul at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So first time tonight that JW has faced any type of adversity. and we'll see how he handles it. And here comes the 1-2. Fouled off. Top of the order up next, that would be Carson Roy.
See if Rock Hill can finally flip that lineup. They've been trying to do it all game, but just haven't been able to do it yet.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Gets away, and heading down to third is Singleton. Singleton actually falls down, but then the throw down to third gets away from Young, and Singleton scores on the throwing error. So a wild pitch and then an E2. All caused because Singleton fell down. If he doesn't fall down, there's a good chance Mac doesn't make that throw. That results in a run.
Calculated for sure. Just how they drew it up.
Absolutely. The whole fall down thing.
Mm-hmm.
They talked about it before the game, I'm sure.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. Strikeout number 6 for Powell.
Up next for your Rock Hill Blue Hawks, number 1, the center fielder, Carson Roy.
And that's what you want to see from Powell is, yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated that that run scored, but it didn't seem to affect him.
That's something you're okay with as a pitcher. Just kind of wipe the bases clean and just get almost a clean slate.
And once again, a good breaking ball, but it just missed. 1 ball, no strikes. "4-1 now the lead for the Eagles. And the pitch. Fouled back into that field I was talking about earlier.
Whole lot of nothing back there.
Yep. Not a fun place to go look for a baseball right now.
Nope. No lights.
Nope. Probably snakes, you know, armadillos. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Still muddy from the rain.
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah.
No.
Actually, I'd be a little surprised if there were armadillos back there. I don't know where armadillos hang out.
I've seen one in my neighborhood before. It was crazy.
That one got away from JW a little bit. Excuse me. 2 balls and 1 strike. "42 pitches so far for J.W. Powell. Brooks Bentley is expected to get in the game a little bit later on in relief. And the pitch stays a little bit high, and first time we've seen the control kind of get away a little bit from JW. Three balls, 1 strike. And he misses badly. First walk of the game given up. And here is Anthony Gonzalez.
Number 7, the second baseman, Anthony Gonzalez.
And this actually becomes a pretty big hitter for JW. Obviously, you want to get out of the inning, but you don't want to give these guys anything to be excited about.
Right. This is important coming off that wild pitch debacle earlier.
Ground ball to third. Young bobbles, but he has time. Good throw across the diamond to end the inning. So Rock Hill gets on the board, but Allen still with a 4-1 lead.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
Top of the fourth inning coming up. 4-1. Allen
The catcher.
with the lead with Sean Kless. I'm Michael Gulnick still. And I plan to be through the rest of this game.
Unless it goes into 14 innings again.
Yeah, then I'm changing my identity.
You'll be watching in silence.
That's right. Carroll's first pitch misses outside. You know, I was thinking about this as I was lying in bed the other day, and I was kind of reminiscing, you know, as you do when you get to the autumn of your years, as this one is golfed out to center. Roy going back on it, can't get it. Goes to the warning track and into second with a stand-up double. Austin Mack.
Up next for Allen, the third baseman.
And that carried a lot more than he thought it would. That was an example of, even though the wind is howling in from left, it's helping balls hit to the right side of the field.
Yep. Honestly, if I'm the left fielder here, I'm even going to scoot over more. Kyle's hit 2 straight balls into that left center gap. I'm playing in that gap entirely.
Jaron Mangan is the pinch runner at second. I'm surprised that just out of habit, maybe he didn't, summon George to be the pinch runner.
Yep. Absolutely. He was great for us. I remember in that playoff game, he goes up and trucks some guy. That was really my favorite.
Pitch sails just a little bit outside, 2-0. So a leadoff double from Mack immediately gives Allen a chance to extend this lead. They're up 4-1. And the 2-0 down low. 3 balls and no strikes. So Carroll, who was very sharp in the third, struggling again here in the fourth. And the 3-0. Breaking ball misses. Ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Tanksley, and Allen in business again. Runners at first and second, nobody out, and here's Jaden Wilson.
We've really seen Kyle's baseball IQ come on today. The first 2 ABs, he's seen this pitcher before. Granted, it was a week ago, but he's still seen him before. Took it right where you want in the gap, and then a 4-pitch walk.
And the fake throw to second. Probably a good thing that they didn't, because Mangum was standing on second base when he turned around. I get the idea. Pinch runner, you're trying to get him to nap in a little bit. As Wilson shows bunt, and a good stop again by Lockhart. And I am aware that hearing the play-by-play guy sniffle is not the most appealing thing in the world, but on a night like this,
Unavoidable.
shows bunt again, and this one off the glove of Lockhart. It's going to be a pass ball, and the runners move up to second and third. And this is looking a little bit like the second inning. Runners at second and third,
Next for Allen.
and a 2-0 count on Wilson.
Rock Hill playing in, trying to prevent that 5th run from scoring, extending the lead past. Could break this game wide open.
Absolutely. And the 2-0 is outside. 3-0 with Shea Young lurking. And that is ball 4. Now the bases are loaded, and let's see if that's going to be it for Carroll. Let's see if he gives up the ball.
Wouldn't be too shocked here. Up to 75 pitches. I don't know if he pitched this weekend, of course, but still.
And we are going to have a new pitcher coming into the game for Rock Hill. We'll tell you who it is in a moment. Allen looking to break this one wide open. They lead it 4-1. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the top of the fourth.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
I believe Grayson Richards is the new pitcher. I don't know that there was ever an announcement, but I believe it's 17, which would be Grayson Richards. Anyway, Shea Young at the plate with the bases loaded, nobody out. Swing, and he fouls it back. No balls and a strike.
I always love to be in super aggressive in counts, especially with the bases loaded. It just really puts the pitcher on the back foot, makes it feel like you're in control.
And that one is hit high, fairly deep to right. Coming over toward the line is Singleton. And I believe we have a ground rule double, as that one did get down and bounce over the fence. And so a ground rule double for Young, his second double of the game. And it's 6-1.
Couldn't even see that in that corner down there. The fence kicks in right where that ball was landing.
Yeah, I really wasn't sure. And then I saw guys running.
Yeah.
So nobody out. Runners at second and third, and here's Chandler Hart. That's a called strike. So I've got to finish the story. I was reminiscing,
okay.
You know, again, as one does. And I mentioned that my baseball career ended in Little League. I tried to extend it. I remember, as that one gets away but not far enough, I remember trying out for the freshman baseball team at Schaumburg High School there in the suburbs of Chicago, and they hit one ground ball to me, and I bobbled it. And that was it. Yeah.
Yep.
And then I said, well, I want to try to pitch. And I said, okay. As the hook misses inside. And so, through one pitch, I hit the guy. That was it. I was done.
Not very forgiving, were they?
No, they weren't. I think he leaned into the pitch, but
Yeah.
that 35-mile-an-hour fastball that I threw, 3 balls and a strike now to Chandler Hart.
But it was all part of the plan, right? So you could end up being here tonight.
That's exactly
in this great
right.
weather, watching baseball.
Yeah, I never really wanted to play. Just wanted to talk about those that do. And that is chopped over the mound. Going to be a tough play for Bell, but he makes it. And the runners stay put.
It almost seemed like the runner at second got almost to third there. He was,
Yeah. Little bit surprised that a run didn't cross the plate there.
Number 3, Ryan Blessing.
That's Shea at second.
So 1 down, still runners at second and third. And here is Ryan Blessing. Blessing has the distinction, if you will, if you want to call it that. And you never really want this, but he made 2 of the 3 outs in the second inning. Let's see if he
Usually-
can atone for that.
Yeah. Usually you are overshadowed, though, by the 4 runs that were
Exactly.
scored. So it works out.
And if it wasn't for me mentioning it, nobody would have known. No balls and a strike. Inside, 1-1. And Ryan has always been nothing but nice to me when I've gone up to him, so I don't know what prompted me to mention that. I
Well,
just
if he
threw
hears
away all
about
that goodwill.
Yeah, if he hears about it, he will definitely let you know about it.
Throw over to third. And Jaden was basically, again, standing on the bag when the throw got there.
No reason to be any further.
That's
If
right.
you'll plan in.
Wilson at third. Young takes the big lead off a second. And the 1-1. And that got a piece of Ryan Blessing. The bases are loaded. And now Carson O'Neill with the chance
Kate Muscat.
to break this one open. I think they might have said it was Muscat
Yeah,
at
they
the
said it was
plate,
Muscat.
but I mean, there's only about, what, a 6-inch difference?
You know. Righty, lefty, too.
Yeah, you know. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. No balls and a strike. Six to 1, Allen with the lead, looking to add on. And that was a breaking ball that never broke, stayed high, 1-1. One ball, one strike. On this lovely, warm, balmy night here in Prosper. And that breaks low. We're technically in Prosper, right? Are we?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't
went
know if
through,
this is Prosper or Frisco or...
Went through 3 different cities to get here. I was in Prosper, I was in Frisco, I was in McKinney, you know. I do think we are technically in Prosper.
Okay. 2 balls and a strike. And misses. Did that hit him? They're saying that it brushed against him, and that is going to force in a run. The bases stay loaded. I don't know that Rock Hill necessarily agrees with it.
There was no initial reaction from Carson.
No, none whatsoever.
I mean, even if it clips the jersey, we got to be falling down. We got to be all out selling out there. That's, do anything we can for an RBI.
So here is Caden Muscat, who's swung the bat well tonight with a single and a sharp fly out to right. And that is sliced towards short, where Bell comes in and makes the backhanded catch. And the bases remain loaded.
Caden Muscat needs to stop hitting it where the fielders are. That's
I
two
think
straight times.
absolutely.
It's usually a good strategy.
I think your future might be in coaching and not analytic. Here is Hayden Denny, the 9th hitter to hit in the inning. Second time Allen has batted around tonight. There's nobody here right now that isn't thinking mercy rule.
Right. Let's just throw it out in the open. That's what I was thinking right now.
Yeah. Down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Denny, so far tonight, 0 for 1 with that walk back in the second. 3 runs on the board in the fourth, 7-1. And that one is chopped towards second. Gonzalez bobbles it. The throw in time. Just about a half step in front of Denny. So the inning does come to an end. 3 more on the board for Allen. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 7-1 Eagles.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
Bottom of the fourth inning coming up.
Next for your Rock Hill Blue Hawks.
I'm laughing because Sean just completed a bit of a run in between innings.
Oh my gosh, it's freezing.
Aiden McDaniel leading things off against J.W. Powell, and McDaniel looks at a ball inside.
One thing I do miss, especially right now, in between innings when I was playing, we used to run down, touch the foul pole, just to stay warm, get the blood pumping a little bit.
Yeah, my guess is, even though everybody in that dugout knows you, probably wouldn't be well taken if you went on the field right now and did that.
Absolutely not. They would not appreciate that.
The 1-1, 2 balls and a strike.
I am excited for after the game, getting to just see all of them and, you know, really just catch up a little bit. Just
Oh, I'm
say
sure.
hi, show face.
Swing and a miss. Good fastball from Powell. And the count 2-2 on Aiden McDaniel with Brady Slanina in the on-deck circle. Two-two pitch, slapped foul. We'll do it again. 50 pitches for J.W. Powell. And let's see what number 51 brings. Brings another foul ball.
These are the type of the ABs that Rock Hill needs to piece together if they want any chance of coming back. Just these long ABs, grind out ABs. Maybe get a new arm in there.
Well, this arm has only given up 1 hit tonight, 1 run. That's down low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the 3-2. That misses. A leadoff walk to McDaniel, and here's Brady Slanina.
Blue Hawks. Number 21, the first baseman, Brady Slanina.
And we're going to have a little chat at the mound. There is action. I believe that is Betley warming up. But he just got up, and so this was just a little bit of a chat. Sean, I can honestly tell you, without any hesitation, that I remember once when I, growing up there in Chicago,
Yep.
going outside. It was cold. Sun was shining. There was absolutely no wind. It felt warmer than this, and it was 19 degrees.
Yep.
Throw over to first.
I have definitely had snow days where I have felt warmer than this. It's a lot different. Even, just back when I was playing, at least I was in the dugout, could walk around a little bit.
Yep. There goes the runner. Throw down to second is a good throw. Wow. They got him. What a throw from Mac. That could not have been any better.
Pitch high in the zone. Absolutely well done by the Eagles defense there.
So nobody on, 1 down. And the pitch to Slanina is low. Kind of wonder if this could be the last hitter that Powell faces if he loses him. Misses outside. Allen with a comfortable lead, up 7-1. And the pitch, fouled. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Slanina. I don't know why, but Slanina is a much more difficult name to say when it's cold. I never had any problem saying his last name last week, but a little harder tonight.
A lot of syllables packed in there.
Another foul ball to the screen, 2-2.
Can you imagine sitting in left field right now with those guys up there? Just how cold that must be.
Oh.
No one around you, no wind blocking.
And another foul ball. I'm actually beginning to debate with myself whether 14 innings in warm weather is preferable. Breaking ball just misses inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, Slanina, I'm not sure how he didn't offer at that.
That was an excellent pitch.
Full count, the pitch, down low, another walk. So that is back-to-back walks that thankfully they don't hurt quite as much because of the caught stealing. But JW definitely is struggling a little bit.
Next for your
Yep.
Rock Hill Blue Hawks, number 17, Grayson Richards.
So here is Grayson Richards. Richards, who came in relief of Carroll. We have a pinch runner coming in at first, and frankly, I don't know who it is.
Yep. No announcement.
No.
I would be looking for him to steal second, though.
And the runner back. Good fastball in there for a strike. No balls and a strike. The pitch to Richards. Outside corner, 0-2. Really nice execution of those last 2 pitches. Moving around on the plate, inside, outside. Back to first, and this one a little bit closer, but pinch runner, back. And the 0-2. Tap foul into the Rock Hill dugout.
Looks like he's got a little bit of that control back. Really has settled in these past couple pitches. I am liking how they're he's taking a deep breath on his pickoffs. He's using them to his advantage.
Exactly. Richard spoils that pitch, and it's still 0-2. I also like how he's not fooling around right now, wasting anything. He's going right after Richards.
Right.
One guy started that one, that chant.
Yeah.
And the rest were compelled to join in.
So got a conductor.
Once again, Richards fouls it off. And the 0-2 instead over to first. 4 runs in the second inning, 3 runs in the fourth for Allen. The lone Rock Hill tally coming in the third. 7-1, Eagles with the lead. And that one goes all the way to the backstop. Runner heads down to second. So a runner in scoring position, first and second with one out. Grayson Richards putting together a pretty decent at bat, fouling off a number of pitches.
I do question how much he has hit this year. He's a relief pitcher coming in, forced to get an AB, but handling it pretty well.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Mack with a nice job of keeping that one from getting by. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Good battle, but in the end, Powell wins out. Another strikeout for JW.
Up next for your Rock Hill.
That's his 7th of the game.
Elijah Guevara, number 13.
And here is Elijah Guevara. No balls and a strike. And you're right, JW, after looking a little shaky for a few pitches, seems to have found it again. Swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one is tapped right back to Powell. Underhand throw to first. And the inning comes to a close. They threaten, but Rock Hill does not score. We head to the top of the 5th inning, 7-1 Allen.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
Austin Mack leading things off. Mack doubling into right field his last time up. Richards with the pitch. Tomahawk foul. No balls and a strike. I have decided that, at least for the foreseeable future, to stop keeping score because I need to have both of my hands in my pockets.
We were making fun of the people for doing it at home, but now we might need them to keep score.
Exactly. 1 ball, 1 strike. Don't know if you noticed, but a lot of people have left.
Yeah. The student section that once existed to our left in the Rock Hill section has quickly vanished.
But I believe your former mates are still around, aren't they?
Yep, we're staying strong, you know. That's just what we do, is the
That's right.
brotherhood.
That's That's right. 1-2 pitch. And that's a breaking ball that missed inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Allen with a 6-run lead, 7-1. And here's the 3-2. And that is a called strike 3. Austin wasn't sure. It was right on the inside corner.
Up next for Allen, your third baseman, Kyle.
So 1 down, and here is the top of the order, Kyle Tanksley. And he has put together kind of a typical Kyle Tanksley night, hasn't he?
Absolutely, yes. He's looking outstanding again. Mentioned it before his last debut.
A couple of base hits for him and a walk. You talked about his baseball IQ, and that's really on display just about every game that they play. And the 1-0 dips low, 2 balls and no strikes.
As a Cubs fan, do
Yeah.
you like the fake ivy? I don't know if you can tell, but that is what is on the walls out there. The fake ivy. They have the pennants just like Wrigley. They clearly took some inspiration.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I mean, as a lifelong diehard Cub fan, I guess I'm honored.
Honored or insulted more that they tried, you know?
Well,
Try to replicate the beauty.
yeah. I mean, if you're going to do it, put real ivy out there.
For the JV kids, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 3-1 pitch. Hit toward left and making the catch. That, again, is Ethan Kalanick. I'm sorry, I haven't called his name for a while.
Yeah.
It's all coming
Oh my
apart on me.
gosh.
I just stepped on the cord there. 2 down. Jaden Wilson at the plate. I didn't destroy anything, did I?
No, we're good. I'm
All right.
trying to fix it so that doesn't happen again.
You don't have to. I just won't get up again. One ball, 1 strike. The count to Wilson. Yes.
I also mentioned the pennants because there used to be only 8 teams in our district, and now we have the 9. And they, since Prosper and Rock Hill
Right.
being natural rivals, put Prosper as the only flag on the 2nd level. Everyone gets their own one, but the Rock Hill flag is on top of the Prosper flag.
Oh.
So that is another interesting little tidbit.
And I'm sure that when Prosper comes here, they don't notice that, right?
Right.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Jaden Wilson. Rounded to third. And the throw in time as Jaden took a little bit of a tumble as he crossed first and might have hurt himself. We'll keep an eye on it as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 7-1, Allen.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
Bottom of the fifth inning, 7-1. Eagles in front. Good news, Jaden Wilson in center field. Thought for a moment there that he might take the rest of the night off. He looked like he might have gotten a little shaken up as he fell down, but he is back out there. And so is J.W. Powell out there for his fifth inning of work. And the first pitch to Lockhart is a called strike. Lockhart followed by Singleton and Bell, the bottom of the order. Ground ball to second, and he's got it. And just like that, there's one down. And that'll bring up Morgan Singleton. Singleton responsible for this not being a shutout, as he was the guy that got on base. The only hit of the game so far with that bunt. Ended up scoring on that strange play where he actually, on the wild pitch, tripped over third base, fell down, and the throw down to third to try to get him was wild. He ended up scoring.
Shea Young playing even further closer to the plate than last time.
Oh, yeah. Showing no inclination to bunt, swing and a miss. Yeah, he's about 3 or 4 steps further in than he was before.
Looked about to be even last AB. Now he's firmly inside that base path.
Oh, yeah. Another swing and a miss on a fastball, 1-2. "77 pitches from JW tonight, and most of them have been really good. Just misses outside. And I think you made a point earlier in the game that I think is very valid, and that is a lot of his misses have been purpose pitches. Swing and a miss, no chance. Another strikeout, 8th of the game for Powell, and there's 2 outs. Those pitches that, yeah, they miss the zone, but they only miss by a couple of inches, and they're designed to set up what comes next.
That's what separates a good pitcher from a great pitcher, or a good pitching night from a great pitching night. It's when you're able to have those good misses that we still call competitive pitches.
1 ball, no strikes. On the shortstop, Bell. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Chop foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So outside of the fact that we are freezing, have you enjoyed your broadcast debut?
It's been awesome. I love watching baseball. That is,
I can tell.
It's awesome to see. And then obviously just knowing the guys on a more personal level and getting to talk about it and share it with other people, just, again, it makes it just that much more special. So.
Well, you have done a terrific job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch to Bell. Called strike 3. J.W. Powell looking razor sharp once again. We head to the top of the 6th. Allen with a 7-1 lead.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
Shea Young will lead things off. So I mentioned much earlier,
9. Shea
like
Young.
when it was about 15 degrees warmer, that you, I think most people know, you attend Texas A&M. First pitch to Young is fouled away. Talk a little bit about what you're studying and what you're going to do with it, because even though you're not playing, you are still very much involved with the game.
Absolutely. I love baseball so much. It is, again, it's been my passion for 14 years. And I fell in love, my love of what I'm doing and baseball grew at the same time. I'm majoring in statistics, which is a very hard word to say in the cold. But looking at the backs of baseball cards, looking at batting averages, going on baseballreference.com, these are things that I just can do for hours and hours and hours at a time. And it grows my passion of both of them together. I'm hoping to combine those as much as possible and continue to push the limits of how impactful data can be. I know AJ Hinch, the Detroit Tigers manager, is known for his ground ball to third base.
Look at you.
There we go.
You're doing play-by-play now. This is
Yeah, we
great.
can
You
do
don't
both.
need
We
me.
can Entirely student run, right?
Yeah.
But
Up next for Allen, number 26.
yeah, it's
Chandler Hart.
so fun to see the things that I'm learning in school finally be applicable to what I've been loving to do this whole time with baseball. And I just want to push the limits. The growth of AI is going to do insane things for the baseball world. We have no idea what it's going to look like. But
I think that
I'm
could
really
be
excited.
said for a lot of things.
Yeah, it's very true.
We,
very
we,
true.
we just don't know what kind of effect it's going to have. Positive effects on some things and negative effects on
Right,
others.
Right. And I'm looking forward to whatever happens next, because I have no idea. The job that I hope to have out of college does not exist right now.
Wow.
It is just going to be that kind of pathway that, I'm going down. So I love it. I love my looking at theory, statistical theory, and there's a lot of things. My friends know me as someone that can just ramble about
Right.
the things that I do, and two of those things being statistics and baseball.
Base hit to left as Chandler Hart takes advantage of a pitch that hung a bit. And he comes up with the hit, a one-out single. And here is Ryan Blessing.
Up next for Allen, number 3, Ryan Blessing.
Yeah, I just can't even imagine how exciting it is because, like you said, you don't know what's coming next. And things with the game of baseball continue to evolve in terms of the analytics and the way players are graded and looked at as that's slapped into right field for a base hit, first and second with one down. Yeah, the way the talent is evaluated now is so much different, and it's only going to be more different as you look 3, 4, 5 years down the road when you've graduated and you're working, doing that job that doesn't exist yet.
Right. That is one thing that I've been thinking about a lot just in the past maybe like 3 days or so. Just looking at data and how we can maybe at like a college level be able to recruit certain players. Data is becoming more and more available even at a high school level.
Wow.
And we want to be able to use that to an advantage, especially if we can like find statistical models that can almost predict excellent players. And again, it will never be perfect. And that's
Right.
what I tell people who are scared of analytics taking over or just a fear of data ruining the game of baseball. It's still a game. Baseball, I have written about baseball being a metaphor for life in at least half a dozen essays. It will always be unpredictable.
Yep.
The magic of the game will still always be there. It's just going to become slowly more like Moneyball, though.
Not sure how some people would feel about that.
Right.
3 balls, no strikes.
When people ask what I want to do, and if I only have 30 seconds to make conversation with them, I just say Moneyball.
Yeah.
And they figure it out from there.
You get it. You want to be Jonah Hill.
Well, that would also not be a bad career path, you know.
Called strike on the outside corner to O'Neill.
My family has the acting gene, you know. They
Well, your dad, I mean, I personally have never seen him, although I did see him sing.
Yeah.
I was very impressed. Tap toward third. This is going to be a tough play. McDaniel double pumps, and it's late. An infield single for Carson O'Neill, and now the base is loaded again. That was going to be tough anyway, but the second McDaniel double pumped, that was going to be enough for Carson to reach first. So the base is loaded for Caden Muscat after this conversation. You think Caden's got a grand slam in him?
On a night like tonight, you know,
Yeah.
it might be hard to see, but, you know, anything's possible. New pitcher
Yep,
here.
we're going to have a pitching change. We'll tell you about it in a moment. 7-1 Allen as they are threatening to add on here at Rock Hill.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
Caleb Amper is the new pitcher. And he steps into a very difficult situation with the bases loaded. And Caden Muscat already with a couple of hits at the plate. And the first pitch is low. Infield obviously a double play depth. Amper is set. And the 1-0. And that one hits him. A run's going to score. It is now 8-1. A painful RBI for Caden Muscat.
I do love seeing that. Staying in there, getting the RBI any way possible.
Now, we have talked about how certain names, difficult to say when it's this cold. Just to mess with me, I think. Nico Evangelopoulos.
There you go.
comes to the plate. First time I've seen Nico this year, as he was out injured. And that one gets away. Another run is going to score. Runners move up to second and third. Is it fair to say we're 2 runs away from...
It's very fair. It would be very fair to say that. I would love to see then Brooks come out, or not Brooks come out. I would love to see JW come out and finish it.
Yep.
If we get to that point. See if he can go CG.
1 ball, no strikes. Pops out in the mid of the catcher. And not far enough. 2 balls and no strikes.
Softball game just ended. People pulling up from the softball game that want to keep suffering through this
Yes.
weather.
Misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes. You know Nico wants to swing the bat.
The first time you've seen him this year, yeah.
That's right.
He desperately wants to get back into it, get a nice little 2-run RBI, walk off, you could say.
And another wild pitch, and another run's going to score. It is 10-1. We are on the precipice. It's unusual for me to have an opportunity to use the word precipice during a baseball game, so every time I get a chance.
As you should.
Absolutely. Hey, guess what? We're going to have a meeting at the mound.
Oh, man, dang it. I did hear murmurs through the Allen dugout of one more.
Yep. Right now, Austin Mack is the most important person in my life. 10-1 is the score. And well, if this thing goes on much longer, they might have to have it catered. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, this is...
Long meeting. I've made a friend.
Now batting for Allen, the catcher, Austin Mack.
All right, here is Austin Mack. Runners at first and third with 1 out. Misses away. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. Amber steps off.
These are the type of games that definitely get harder to do as they go on.
Oh, yeah.
Not just the weather, but just
That foul from Mack, 1-2. And it has to be, you know, in all candor, it has to be hard on the Rock Hill players right now.
right.
Chop foul. This really is not characteristic of this Rock Hill team. They are a better team than this, and they're going to win a lot of games as the season goes on, and would not be the least bit surprised if they're a playoff team once again.
Absolutely.
Just not their night. Down 10-1 to Allen. Swing and a miss. Mack goes down swinging. And here is Kyle Tanksley.
been a thorn in Rock Hill's side all night, hasn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Up next for Allen, the third baseman, Kyle Tanksley.
So now Tanksley with that opportunity. And a good breaking ball. That's the best pitch Amper's thrown.
It's the loudest Allen's dugout been all night. They really, they really want this one.
Another breaking ball drifts inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And once again, Amper steps off.
Look, a little bit of miscommunication there. Catcher was looking towards the third base dugout.
And the 1-1, they fake the throw to third.
I will say that was an unnecessary rule change, making that no longer a balk.
Yeah,
I was like,
I agree.
never engaged from the rubber whatsoever. I remember that was, ooh, wow, that was like 6 years ago now. I was thinking about it.
Misses just a little bit outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jaden Wilson on deck. And a breaking ball that stayed up. 3-1. Pretty good movement on that last pitch, though.
Yep. Got a tall frame, this guy.
And it gets away. And the run scores. Big celebration in the Allen dugout. So it's 11-1.
Everything here on's insurance for whoever comes up on the mound next half inning.
Jaden Wilson grounds one to first, backhanded there. The throw to first, got him. Close play, but they got him. So 4 more runs cross the plate. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It may be last chance time for Rock Hill. Allen with the 10-run lead.
Today's broadcast is brought to you courtesy of the Allen Eagle Home Run Club. Be sure to visit them at www.allenhrc.com and click Join Allen HRC on the top menu to show your support for today's broadcast.
Brooks Bentley takes the mound as he will try to close this one out in the bottom of the 6th inning. 11-1 the score. You can hear the wind continuing to roar. As here we go.
Up next for your Rock Hill Bluehawks, number 11, Carson Cooley.
And I believe we have a pinch hitter.
Rock Hill might be emptying their bench here, just getting a couple guys some maybes, seeing
Yep.
if they can do any damage against Brooks.
Carson Cooley is the pinch hitter. And the first pitch misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Good fastball in there for a strike. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss.
Brooks very motivated to get out of here. 1, because of the weather. 2, because he started warming up a solid 3 innings ago. He does not want to throw any more pitches than he has to.
The 1-2 stays up. 2-2.
Make that feel like the game over there, and then you come over here and just get the 3 quick outs. So
Oh, yeah.
That's his goal.
Grounded up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. A leadoff single.
Up next, number 20, Braxton Clyde.
And here is another pinch hitter. This is Braxton Clyde. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. And the pitch. That's a called strike. Outside corner. We're going to have a pinch runner.
I'll just say interesting. I'll just say interesting.
I had other words going through my head, but I won't say them.
Right.
Over to first. Runner back. No balls and a strike. Clyde waits. And the pitch is up and in. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And a breaking ball that sails outside. 2-1. Pinch runner takes the lead off of first. And that's a fastball in the zone. 2-2. Well, let me ask you, you mentioned something a couple of moments ago, and you talked about the fact that Brooks started warming up 3 innings ago. As a pitcher, is there such a thing as is too much time spent warming up?
It's hard to say. Sometimes, yes, it kind of depends of what your preparation leading into the game. If you've had a lot of good outings and you've pieced it together, you don't mind it as much. If you have, maybe
That could be 2. Tanksley's got it, steps on the bag, double play. Tailor made, especially for Tanksley, and there's 2 down.
huge ground ball there from Brooks. That's exactly what he needed. But I was mentioning, if you've had a couple of rough outings and then you go out there and you're warming up for a really long time, sometimes you kind of get in your head over a little bit. I will say that is something that I don't see on this team a lot. I know a lot of the guys on this team, and they are not the overthinking type. They are a very, mind of a goldfish, as you can say, for the Ted Lasso reference.
Love Ted Lasso.
Great show. Great show.
Apologies and corrections. Nash Thomas now at the plate.
This is Nash Thomas, I believe he said. 1 ball, no strikes. Count evens up at 1-1. Again, a 10-run lead, so if Brooks is able to get this guy, that's ball game. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Rock Hill down to their final strike.
Bentley set. Outside. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bentley's pitch. Missed the inside corner by just a hair.
Wow.
And it's 3-2. The 3-2. Ground ball to second. Denny's got it. The throw to first, and that's the ball game. Allen with a decisive and dominant 11-1 win over Rock Hill. And now for our hour-long post-game. No, I'm sorry. Did I say hour? I meant minute. Sean, outstanding work, my
Thank you.
friend.
I
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Thank you for this opportunity. That was awesome. I'm very appreciative to, Allen Baseball just as a whole for what it did for the rest of my life, and just, really coming back here is a full circle moment. Even though it's just 2 years later, it still is just awesome to see these guys play baseball, and that's what it's all about.
That's so cool. Seriously, I love it. So we hope at some point, I know you probably are going to eventually go back to school and learn and stuff.
Yeah.
But I hope this isn't a one-time deal. I hope you have a chance to join us again. Your dad will be back with me on Friday night as, again, Allen heads on the road to take on Plano. So appreciate you watching tonight on YouTube. Hope you had a good time. Hope you stayed warm.
Yep.
We didn't. And for Sean, I'm Mike. Final score again, Allen 11, Rock Hill 1.